Welcome back to Apple Mary and Dennie. Foil the Swindlers. Today we're reading the last chapter, 17. I'm so glad you could join me. Dreams come true. Dennie was frightened. Apple Mary had gone out after supper to try to find Sprocket. He was all alone now, and it was getting late. He shivered in his bed and tried to forget that he had seen a suspicious-looking man leaning against a lamppost across the street while he had been sitting at the window right after supper.
Gee, it's getting late. I wish Grandma would come home,
he said to himself. Suddenly he pricked up his ears and shivered more than ever.
I hear somebody in the hall, and it isn't Grandma. Oh, I'll bet they're after the papers.
Dennie was right. It was someone after the papers. The assistant had followed Apple Mary home, watched her leave the house, and now was sneaking down the hall to her room.
What the?
He said as he opened the door and saw Dennie, apparently sound asleep in the bed.
A kid, but he's asleep. And he'd better stay that way too. Now to get those papers.
He quickly searched the room, going through one drawer after another. He finally found the envelope he was looking for in the bottom drawer of the dresser.
That job certainly came off slick,
he said to himself as he left.
The kid didn't even wake up, and I've got the papers.
He hurried to Mr. Crafty's city home, where Crafty was waiting for him. Sprocket stood nearby.
Here's the stuff from Apple Mary. When you need a job done right, just leave it to me, Crafty,
he boasted, handing his employer the envelope.
Give it here, quick,
cried Crafty. He tore open the envelope.
Oh, you blundering fool, he screamed
as he looked inside.
There's nothing in this but old newspapers. We're going back there.
In the confusion that followed, Sprocket managed to slip from the room, snatch up his coat and hat, and leave the house. He ran to Apple Mary's home. Apple Mary had returned just after the thief left.
Dennie will be worried. I'm so late,
she said as she opened the door to her room.
I couldn't find Mr. Sprocket anywhere.
She turned on the light in the room and then threw up her arms in horror. Every drawer in the dresser was pulled out. The place was a mess.
The papers!
She shrieked.
I have been robbed!
Dennie sat up in bed.
Oh, Grandma, don't worry. The papers aren't gone. I've got 'em.
Apple Mary fumbled through the dresser drawer.
They aren't here, Dennie. Oh, where have you got 'em? Well, Grandma, I saw a man outside tonight hanging around, and I just figured Mr. Crafty'd try and get the papers back. So I hid him in the bed and put an old newspaper in the envelope. Here are the papers,
he said as he finished his explanation by handing them to her. Seeing the light in their window, Bill Biff stopped in just then to see Apple Mary and Dennie. Apple Mary helped Dennie to dress hastily, and the two told Bill the story of the robbery and Dennie's clever trick.
Ha ha! You sure fooled old Crafty that time, Dennie,
applauded Bill. Then, swinging around, as the door opened, he went on.
Well, if it ain't that slick Sprocket. Thought you'd sneaked out on us.
Crafty had me prisoner, explained Sprocket briefly. Listen, Mary, he's coming here. This is my plan. He'll expect to find only you and Denny here. We'll catch him off guard and force him to sign a confession.
That means I'll get my money back,
said Apple Mary, elated.
But, shh, someone's outside now.
The door swung open, and there stood Crafty and the thief.
Walk right in, Crafty,
said Sprocket.
We've been expecting you. Beat it,
yelled Crafty's companion.
It's a trap.
He turned and fled, but Crafty stepped inside. Sprocket and Bill closed in on him.
Take it easy, Crafty,
said Sprocket.
We'll have a nice confession here for you to sign in a minute. We don't want any publicity, or you wouldn't get off so easy. All you have to do is sign and return Mary Worth's property to her. I tell you I won't. Oh, yes, you will,
put in Bill.
Listen, Crafty, we've got plenty of proof. If you won't return the property willingly, we'll use force. You might as well sign. I know plenty about other jobs you've pulled.
Realizing the truth of Sprocket's statement, Crafty finally gave in.
You've got the upper hand this time, Sprocket, but don't think I'm through.
"10 minutes later, Sprocket handed Apple Mary a full confession signed by Crafty.
There you are, Mary. You're a wealthy woman now, and I've evened my score with Crafty. Oh, I don't know how to thank you,
she said a little brokenly.
Look, Denny,
she cried, kneeling beside him.
The money, papers. Oh, Denny, now we'll have you made well and strong again. Think of it. And Grandma, answered the excited boy. Now you won't have to work hard anymore.
And that's the end of Apple Mary and Dennie. Foil the Swindlers. Thank you for joining me. And we'll see you next time with a brand new book. A brand new old Big Little book.